Guys, in this video, I'm going to go over my agency's $3 million creative blueprint for your meta ads. So in this video, we're going to show you the 8-figure account strategy that a lot of our clients use to scale their meta ad creatives, as well as the secret edge that can help reduce your cost by lead by 30% or more. Some of our clients are even seeing up to a 70 to 100% reduction in their cost per lead by following this method. So before we get into it, I just want to share with you kind of Ryan Klog style, some of the results we've done in the last 6 months. This is a brand new agency. We started in January of this year, so brand new, and we've been able to achieve these numbers in just 6 months as a creative advertising agency. So really, over the course of this channel, I want to share with you guys what works, what's failed, and how to grow your service-based business. So if you can do me a favor, please subscribe, comment, and like to show us some love. But anyways, let's get into it. So why should you listen to me? Well, my creative advertising agency has produced more than 2,000 ad creatives since the start of the year across 22 different niches, and we've helped produce more than $3 million in revenue for all of our clients. So we've worked with clients like dentists, Frank Madsen, dentist who's achieved an 8x ROAS. We've added 113,000 in new revenue to his business from just meta ads in the past 3 months. We have other guys who are home service business owners like Doug Thompson. We have coaches, consultants, agency owners we help. We help Jackson Pogue get his cost per lead down from $64 to just $37. So we're literally cutting his CAC in half. We've seen crazy results across all of our clients just from one specific change when it comes to your creative strategy. And I'm going to get into that in just a minute here. So when we're looking at why creative, well, creative is the last lever left when it comes to meta ads. If you're looking at meta ads in 2026, media buying is dead. It doesn't exist anymore. Meta, ever since Andromeda, has started to do automated targeting, so you don't need to put any targeting in, and really long before that, you didn't need to anyway. Meta knows who your client is, who your ideal customer avatar is within 1 to 2 weeks of starting ads. So you don't need to be limiting them, just let them go free. Consolidation wins. We recommend putting all of your winners into a CBO campaign and letting Meta decide who to spend on. And once tracking is set up, again, you don't really need media buyers. So creative is the targeting in 2026. It does all of the work. It's going to help you get a lower cost per lead. It's going to determine how far you can scale your ad account. Now, when we're looking at the new gap, the gap is between bad creative and good creative. If you're not producing quality creatives or a high volume of creatives, your ad account is going to fatigue and you're not going to be able to get a low cost per lead. Your numbers to acquire a customer or a client are just not going to work out in your favor. And I want to remind you that when you start meta ads, you're fighting in an auction against other bidders. So Meta has eliminated all other leverage. Again, media buying doesn't matter anymore. Creative is the only remaining lever that you can pull as a business owner. So this means that way more businesses are focusing on their creative strategy in 2026. That's a big reason why we're seeing so many clients. This is just the new wave. This is how you grow your meta ads and make the numbers work in your favor. So when we're looking at the laws of creative strategy, I've really just laid out a few for you that we've seen. Law 1 is that every creative fatigues. You can film the greatest creative in the world, but in 4 to 6 months, it's going to fatigue, maybe sooner than that, and you're not going to be able to put any more spend behind it to scale. Law 2 is that you should let Meta decide who gets spend. Meta knows who to spend money on better than you do. Again, you want to consolidate. Put your winners in one campaign. Let Meta choose who to spend all the money on. And Law 3 is that 10 to 35% of your budget should be spent on creatives. A lot of people, a lot of clients who come to us, they're not following this at all. They're spending maybe 1 to 10% of their budget on creatives. And if you're only spending $5, $10, $15,000 a month on Meta, that's not nearly enough. You're not getting out enough unique creatives. So you need to be spending more of that total budget on creatives. And then as you grow, as you're spending $50,000 to $100,000 or more a month on Meta, you're not going to need to spend as much as your budget on creatives. It's just going to level out. And the fourth law is to diversify your creatives as much as possible. Creative diversity is hugely important in 2026. Again, you're going up against other business owners who are focused 100% on their creatives. So you need to bring your A game, diversify, change up the people in the ads, the hooks, the angles, diversify as much as possible so that you can scale your ad spend and also get a lower cost per lead by serving different audiences. Now, when we're looking at the creative edge that we've helped clients with, we call it the female creative edge. What we found is that female creators can help you get much better outcomes for your ad spend. This is why we are specifically a female creative ad agency. We don't have any male creators. We do only female filmed ads because we found that the majority of service-based businesses are male business owners on Meta, and they're producing only male filmed content. So this means that when you have a female who's an engaging creator behind the camera, they're going to get you much better numbers because they're going to be in a marketplace that's flooded with male creatives. So their creatives stand out in that sea. And I just want to show you one of our creators, Naveen, who is currently getting us some of the best numbers we've had from any of our creators. And this is just an example of the type of creative you can see and how engaging it is compared to the stuff that's produced by business owners who are men, and even people who work on your team. Maybe if you have a marketing team that's in-house or an agency you hire, compare this to the type ads they're producing.
For full hands-off management, but your revenue's flat, you never see real marketing, and you're still handling issues yourself, you're not getting full service, you're just paying full price.
Can you see how much more engaging that is? The different angles she's using, the way she has her outfit done, the way she appears on camera. It immediately catches your attention, and it's going to help you get the following outcomes. You can get a much higher click-through rate, like we've seen with all of our clients, and a lower cost per click. You're going to typically see a 30% reduction or more in your cost per lead when you have this implemented correctly. Again, you have to have an abundance of different angles, different scripts, different creators to work with. But if this is done correctly, again, with an agency like us, or even in-house if you want to hire your own freelancers, you can really unlock new levels to your ad spend. And this is also going to help you get a slower ad fatigue and a longer shelf life on every one of your ads. Great performing ads can last 3 to 6 months longer than a cheap static ad, an AI produced ad, or just a low quality creative that's created by a business owner themselves or someone who's just not great on camera. So they really help you unlock new segments. They're going to re-engage your existing audience in new ways that you haven't ever thought of before, and they're going to make much more engaging ads because they're better spokespeople than you are. They do this all day, every day. This is their craft, just like running your business is your craft. So when we're looking at the 8-figure strategy that I recommend implementing, you want to have 10 to 30% of your creatives replicating existing winning angles. So you want to switch out the faces, the backgrounds, and the scripts to unlock new winners inside of an existing winning idea. And then you want to dedicate the other 70 to 90% of your creatives on testing new ideas, new backgrounds, new creators, new scripts, and hooks to find new winners. This is how you implement creative diversity in 2026 to unlock new levels in your ad account. The lowest hanging fruit you can have is your creator. I mean, we've worked with clients who literally couldn't make meta ads profitable because the person who was the face of the ads wasn't getting clicked on. People were ignoring their ads. You can have the greatest offer in the world, but if no one sees your ad, if no one stops their scroll to watch it, you're not going to get customers. No one's going to book calls with you. So switching up the face is the first thing, the creator, their spokesperson level and expertise, and then looking at backgrounds, angles, scripts. And that's something we handle for all of our clients. You know, when we launch ads, we typically do 15 at once with our clients, and we're doing different angles for every single creative because we want to find the big winners so we can iterate on it and do the exact strategy that I've shared with you in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you are looking for new, fresh creatives in your ad account, feel free to reach out to us. You can click the link below and you can go to our page to book a call. We'll walk you through our strategy. We can walk you through how we can reduce your cost per lead with our all-female ad creative team.